Hey guys, it's Beer Taster America. Guys, I'm here to do another outdoor beer review. And today, I swear I must have done this beer review already twice, but I think this beer is so influential and widely available and familiar to so many people that I just think it merits a little more attention. Once again, guys, it's Budweiser. Budweiser, the king of beers. I just hiked out to this spot and I opened this can and it foamed right up on me. Probably because the can's been moving around. But you know, Budweiser has a lot of carbonation in it, guys. Budweiser is that classic beer. Currently, from the most recent data that I've been able to find on the internet, this beer is ranked number 2 of all beer that's sold in America. And number 1, it's Bud Light. I believe number 3 is Coors Light and number 4 is Miller Lite. And once you get past Miller Lite, I'm not as familiar with the beers out there. I think Busch and Busch Light are in the top 10. I think Miller High Life is like 9 or 10. So guys, there are a lot of beers out there that are really popular and classic, iconic American beers. And none more so than this, guys. It's Budweiser. Budweiser. Now, I haven't drank Budweiser in a while. I think the last time I drank this was the last time I reviewed it, which was months ago. And there have been times in my life where this was my number 1 go-to all the time kind of beer. I didn't drink anything else. There have been times in my life, guys, where I've been strictly Budweiser. I mean, probably a couple of years, man, where I was just drinking only Budweiser back in the day. It's Budweiser, guys. I said this before, and I'll say it again. To me, Budweiser tastes a little bit different now than it used to, since it got bought out by InBev. To me, I think quality's gone down a bit, but it's still a decent beer. It's still decent, you know. It's not what it once was, though. But still pretty decent. I remember back in the day, you know, 10 years ago and before that, Budweiser was just everywhere. I mean, you couldn't go to like a barbecue or a bar or whatever. I mean, people were drinking Budweiser everywhere. It was real common. And I think there are just so many more beers out there that are available for people to choose from. And people have become a little bit more sophisticated in what they like in beer. And so, yeah, Budweiser's still available everywhere, but I just don't see guys drinking it as much as it used to be. I mean, you used to go to like a pool hall or a bar, or you were at the beach, you were at a party. I mean, everyone was drinking Budweiser. I think Bud Light has kind of taken over that role in a lot of ways. You still see Budweiser being drank, but it's not dominant like it used to be. You better believe, man, when you go to Walmart or the grocery store, you're going to see a big section of Bud Light and Budweiser. Big section at the store. Guys who buy beers in bottles and cans buy a lot of Bud Light and a lot of Budweiser. I think people going out to restaurants and stuff, I don't know, or people who buy beer less often, maybe not drinking Budweiser as much as they used to. But guys, it's still an American classic. Budweiser. Now there's also a Budweiser beer. I think Budweiser is a town in Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic, or that area over there. Bohemian area over there. And it's a town over there, and that's what Budweiser is named after. But they have their own beer, and it's different. It's supposed to be much better. I never drank it. Guys, I've just been kind of chugging on this while I'm talking to you. It goes down super smooth. You can taste rice. I can taste rice these days. as an adjunct. I can kind of pick it out in the flavor. When you drink, to me, rice has almost like a paper or a stale cardboard kind of flavor. It kind of has that kind of flavor to it, like paper, cardboard, a little bit stale. That's what I get from rice. Besides that, it's kind of soft and sweet. You know, corn is very different. This doesn't have any corn. It just has that rice adjunct. You can taste it. The smell is mild. Just of like that rice malt kind of aroma. It's hard to pick up on any hops really in the aroma. Has a ton of carbonation. I mean, just a ton. It's got a lighter body, not super light. More light. You can't really taste hops, but there's just a little bit of a dryness at the end, like a balanced dryness, dry bitterness. I wouldn't even go as far as bitterness. It's just a balancing dryness at the finish. But mostly you taste that sweet malt and rice. That's mostly what it tastes like. It's a little bit bready, bread-like character to it. Like sweet white Wonder Bread or something like a Wonder Bread type of breadiness. Guys, it's Budweiser. Excuse me. It's an American classic. It's pretty good. And I saw it on sale, so I said, hey, let me get some Budweiser. I reviewed it a couple times. I'll probably review it again because it's Budweiser. And I remember back in the day, man, parties and family get-togethers, people were drinking Budweiser. I remember when I first got into drinking beers, I was drinking a lot of cheap beers. The problem was I would either have like a cheap, harsh, adjuncty kind of, shitty, low-quality beer, or I'd have a quality beer that was expensive and really bitter. So it was either like affordable, shitty-tasting beer, or it was expensive, bitter, hoppy beer. And I didn't care for either that much. And then there was Budweiser, and it was reasonably priced and smooth and easy to drink, and didn't taste harsh or off. So at that stage in my beer drinking career, I really liked Budweiser, and I can still drink it. I just picked up some because they were on sale. I can drink this, but there's definitely better choices. But if it's a choice between this and a really cheap, shitty, harsh, like malt liquor or cheap, low quality beer, this is much better, man. This is Budweiser. It lacks the quality that you'd find in, a craft beer, because it has very little flavor. And what flavor that's there is kind of like sweet and a little bit like stale. It's not the greatest flavor. It used to be better. Back in the day, I'll say that too. Back in the day when it was Anheuser-Busch Budweiser, it was a better beer. Had more flavor to it. They took that Beechwood aging thing more seriously. I think they're using better quality mash bill. And it's just a little bit different now. It's almost like watered down and cheaper compared to what it used to be. But it's still close. Guys, it's Budweiser. It ain't bad. There's better choices, but it's an American classic. A lot of guys still drink it, and I get it. I understand why. Guys, it's Budweiser. An American classic. It's Budweiser. Budweiser. Enjoy.